Forecast. I'm Joseph, the host of the UFC Forecast. I got my co-host Loaf sitting next to me. We're going over the full card predictions and bet and breakdown for UFC Fight Night, Vera versus Cruz. It's this Saturday in sunny San Diego. There's 7 fights on the prelims, 6 fights on the main card. Please don't forget to body slam the like button, suplex the subscribe button. Let's throw hands into the prelim opener of Ariana Lipsky and Priscilla Cachoeira. Not sure if it's actually on the prelims, but whatever. We're going to give a good prediction here. Just like last week, Priscilla by the knockout. Let's put some dog money on it. Loaf, what do you think?
Yeah, I was thinking Priscilla last week, but after looking at it a little bit more, I think I'm going to be taking Ariana Lipsky by decision. I think she's more well-rounded, more technical, get better grappling, probably a takedown or two, so I'm going to go with Ariana Lipsky. Next up, we got a catchweight bout, Jason Witt and Josh Quinlan. This one's pretty easy for me. I'm going to be going with Josh Quinlan. He's got all finishes on his record. Looks pretty good. I think he'll have a lot more stamina, a lot more power than Jason Witt. So I think it'll be Josh Quinlan. Most likely by KO, TKO, but if you want to play it safe, maybe go Josh Quinlan to finish.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Josh Quinlan. Likely by the finish. I like what's in his system. Not necessarily, but I think it's enough to get him the win against Jason Witt, the Vanilla Gorilla, and Jason's not looking too fine. He's a win-loss since 2020. It's about to be a loss, and he's losing by the knockout, so he's probably going to get knocked out again here this Saturday night. So let's go Josh Quinlan for the knockout. Next up, we're taking a look at Youssef Zalal and Damon Blackshear. And for me, I got Damon Blackshear by submission in this one. It's his UFC debut. He was a Cage Fury champion. And Zalal, he had some moments on the ground that were pretty sketchy with Woodson there. So I really like Blackshear as an underdog to win, and really by the submission. What do you think, Globe?
Yeah, I also agree. I like Damon Blackshear. I don't know if I'll be taking him by submission. I think it'll most likely be a finish, but just to play it safe, I'm going to take him just to win because he is an underdog at $2. So just to win is also a good bet. But at the end of the day, I think Youssef Zalal's not that great. I think Damon Blackshear will get it done. So either by decision or submission. But either way, play it safe, take him to win. Okay, next up, we got Owen Osborne and Tyson Nam. I'm going to be going with Owen Osborne. He looked pretty sharp in his last 2 fights against CJ Vera and Zarek Adeshev. Lost to Manel Cape, but Manel Cape's no joke. So I'll be going with Owen Osborne in this. I think he'll most likely take it by decision. What do you think, Joseph?
Yeah, I like Owen Osborne by unanimous decision as well. Tyson Nam, looking back, he lost to Matt Snell. That was a split decision loss. But then he beat Rivera and Adeshev as well, both by knockout. And those were early too, so it's like, I don't know how serious this guy is. I don't think he's serious enough to get past a guy like Osborne and his speed. So that's why I think it'll go to the decision. So yeah, Osborne to win. Next up, we're taking a look at 2 big heavyweights in Martin Buday and Lucas Brzezicki. And Brzezicki's a 310 underdog, and he's 8-1-1. No contest. This is just kind of a sketchy fight for me. Buday should be the clear favorite. I think he's priced right. Like, I don't know. This fight's kind of confusing. But Chris Barnett going to the decision, I think that's kind of soft. That's why I think Lucas Brzezicki has some finishing abilities here, or a decision win ability. I'm just all over the place. I think I'll just leave this one off. It's a heavyweight fight. What do you think, Loaf?
Yeah, when I was looking at it, I really like Lucas Brzezicki. I think he'll take it. Looks a lot better in shape. I think he has more finishing ability as well. Martin Buday, only seen him really twice. Dana White Contender Series fight, and then Chris Barnett after that. Both of the times, I don't know. I think he may have got lucky with that Dana White Contender Series elbow. Chris Barnett couldn't even get Chris Barnett out of there. So I'm going to go with Lucas Brzezicki. Most likely by, I'm going to say decision, maybe KO. Next up, we got Angela Hill and Lupita Godinez. This is another one that I was kind of back and forth on. I think I'm going to stay away from it, but I think I'm leaning towards more Angela Hill. I think she has more experience, and I think that she'll be able to get it done on the feet as long as Lupita doesn't get her down to the ground. So I'm going to go Angela Hill. Prediction is by decision.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm on the opposite end of that. I like Lupita Gonzalez. I think it's going to be an easy win for her. She's not going to get taken down here. She's going to get the takedowns. Her last fight was really impressive. I had Ariana Carnelosi in that one, and she got the win, so definitely not going against her here with Angela Hill after losing to Verena Jandaroba. It's, easy win for Godinez this weekend.
Next up, we got Gabriel Benitez and Charlie Ontiveros. I'm obviously going to go with Gabriel Benitez here. I think he looks way better all around, really good striker, and he can always pull out the submissions if he does need to. But I think Charlie Ontiveros doesn't stand a chance against him. I think Gabriel will be able to get him out of there pretty quick. So my official prediction will be Gabriel Benitez by KO TKO.
My official prediction is this Charlie Ontiveros guy is on the way out of the UFC. I think he's a joke. I don't think he should be here. And I want to see him get knocked out in the first round. Yeah, I don't want to be too mean, but peace out, Charlie. You're not UFC caliber. And Gabe Benitez is coming back, and he's probably hungry, and he's probably not happy. So sleep tight, buddy. I got Gabe Benitez locked in. Next up, we're taking a look at Bruno Silva and Gerald Meerschaert. And for me, I got Bruno Silva by knockout finish. And that's a lock for me. I don't see Gerard getting the job done here by submission, by decision, or any fashion. What do you think, Loaf?
Yeah, no, I agree. Bruno Silva looked way too good against Alex Pereira. And I think he'll get it done easily. He has unreal hands. We have seen before, he has knockout power, has 19 knockouts, so I'm going to be going with Bruno Silva by knockout all day long. Next up, we have Cynthia Calvillo and Nina Nunez. I don't think I'm personally going to be taking this one. I don't even really like betting on girl fights as is, but if you are going to take a side for this one, I would say go most likely to Cynthia Calvillo by decision. She looks better, I think, all around. She'll have some better grappling, so I think Cynthia Calvillo will take it. Look for a decision win by her.
Yeah, Cynthia's luck right now. She's losing a couple, but I can see her getting the win here. I think Nina Nunez isn't looking too great in the UFC, and she's just kind of chilling with Amanda Nunez and on for the ride. So I got Cynthia, but I wouldn't bet it. And yeah, it's safe not to bet women's fights, to be honest with you, because you don't know how they're going to go. But there is a fight that we're going to talk about later that, this could be a girl that is on my radar. But yeah, pass. Next up, we got Devin Clark and Asmat Mirzakhanov. And for me, I really like Asmat in this spot. And I like him by the finish potentially. But Devin Clark's no joke, and he is a tough guy. And I see he got his last win by an elbow and punch to William Knight. But I think Asmat, he's undefeated, and I think he could remain undefeated. Wolf, what's your opinion on this fight?
Yeah, I agree. I think Asmat Mirzakhanov will definitely get it over Devin Clark. Devin Clark is, he puts up some good numbers, 80% significant strike accuracy, and, throws some good hands, but lost against Ion Cutelaba. So I don't really know. I think Asmat personally will have the more power in his hands, and I think it'll be KO TKO by Asmat. Next up in the women weight strawweight bout, we got Yasmin Jorge against Yasmin Luchindo. Hope I'm pronouncing those correctly. But I'm definitely going to be going with Yasmin Uruguay, 8-0. I think she looks really impressive. She's number one in the United States right now, contender, and also number one from her home country of Mexico. So I'm going to be going for Yasmin. She has 6 knockouts and 2 decisions, so I'll be most likely taking Yasmin by finish on this one, I would say.
Yeah, and this is the spot I had my eye on. It's Yasmin as well for me, and it's the knockout. She has a bunch of them, and this Mexican girl, she likely has what it takes. So I can't wait to see her come to the UFC and watch her take over. We're going to need some more interesting women's fights, especially in the strawweight division. And, yeah, she's going to be the ultimate package. So she's the lock for me, and I'm probably going to be betting it also this weekend. So hopefully it goes good. On to Nate Landwehr and David Onama. And for me, I always bet Onama, and I'll be doing it again. He's one to impress, and it'll hopefully be by finish. Nate Landwehr's no joke, but David Onama's no joke either, and he's getting his groove in the UFC. He's coming in half early after his last win there, so I'd like to see what Loaf thinks on this one.
Yeah, I think also David Onama, but then again, I did look at Nate Landwehr. His numbers are great. Average is really high striking and all that, so it's definitely going to be a banger. It's going to be a close one as well, I think. I don't think Nate Landwehr should be 310 personally, but at the end of the day, David Onama has some impressive finishes lately, so I'm going to be siding also with David Onama, most likely by the KO TKO. Next up in the main event, we got the bantamweight bout against Vera versus Dominic Cruz. I'm a sucker for people who have more experience inside the octagon, and his record, doesn't lie, 24-3. He's only lost 3 times in his career. So I'm going to be going Dominic Cruz for this one. I do not think he should be 275 whatsoever. I think he has a lot of experience, and he's really, really good technical fighter, and I don't think Vera's going to be able to get it done against him. But we'll see, I guess. But my official prediction will be Dominic Cruz by decision.
Yeah, and for me, this is the point where I stop taking the favorites and I take another dog, and I'm going to side with Loaf. I think the experience is going to be a big factor here. He beat Pedro Munoz and Casey Kenny. Dominic Cruz was a former champ, and I don't think he's done yet. So Vera is going to have a tough night in the office. I don't know if he can get past him. And it's a great price. I mean, Dominic Cruz, $275 all day. Let's go. Hopefully it's a good weekend for me and Loaf. Hope everybody else has a good weekend. Please don't forget to suplex the subscribe button. Body slam the like button. We got much more to come. This is just the beginning of the UFC forecast, and we're going to win big this weekend. Let's go.